There is lifetime happening. There is live things occurring inside of this building. Hello everyone, welcome to another exciting week of the Scuffler Podcast. What's the week? It's February
The last week of February?
23rd. Yeah, the last week of February, which means this is our last romance podcast.
Wow, this is
Is
like.
that what we're doing?
Wait, isn't there? Oh yeah, because there's not
wait.
many days in February.
No, there's this. It still spills over to the next week until Wednesday.
Until we hit
Yeah,
Wednesday.
until we hit Wednesday, which
podcast.
is tough. We're actually about to hit our bandwidth limit. We're gonna do it. It's gonna
Yeah.
break.
I'm gonna do it.
Yeah, or tonight.
I'm gonna yarg some shit.
Porn.
I'm gonna
Look
yarg
right
some
now.
shit. I'm gonna download half of Pornhub's database.
Yeah. You're like, if we're already going over, we might as go.
We might as well
go
go with a bang.
way
Yeah.
over.
What's
no,
the
no,
cap
it's 1 terabyte.
of what downloads? Or
Yeah,
both,
both down and
Yeah.
up.
Like combined 1
Yeah.
terabyte? Oh, that's awful.
Yeah, this month in particular has been really bad, and I it's because of Kingdom Come Deliverance, because I have downloaded it on 2 different computers.
I
big is it?
downloaded WoW
Uh-huh,
on like
it's-
4 computers.
Yeah.
60 gigs ish.
And I gotta do it again.
Why?
Because I installed a new hard drive on Rachel's laptop.
Okay, here's
Can't you just like copy the folders over and not download
Yeah.
it 6 times?
fucking Phil knows.
Yeah.
Phil, you want to move
reinstalled
in?
Windows, like,
Fuck these guys. They're using data like crazy over
and they
here.
use this in very
What are you
smart.
doing? We gotta go. We go.
I
It would
love
be
it.
faster than the download anyway.
You know, it's really funny. Spec for a while, what Spec would do was to download games, he would go to Starbucks and download all the games that he wanted to play, and then go back to his house and play them because he just didn't have internet. Like
Hey,
he
that's
had,
great.
yeah, it's miserable.
How long did it take
I'd do
him?
that.
He still doesn't have internet. He like
They
not
don't service that
reliably.
area,
Yeah.
yeah.
So he has to hotspot whenever he wants to play games online.
They don't service his area?
No, he gets the option of satellite, and it's super expensive.
Oh,
Jesus
awful.
Christ.
Yeah, he lives. I mean, to be
Jeez,
fair, he lives in like when I first went to go hang out with Spec. My first interaction with his neighborhood was I looked into someone's trailer and some dude was just doing heroin, and I was
Are you
like,
serious?
yeah, this is
When-
like my first time going down that way too. I was like,
Cool.
oh,
When
yeah.
we got out of the car, and first
Sick.
off, we had to go back in the car because we were in the
Do you
wrong
want
spot.
a Deschutes?
Yes, please.
But Naeus was like, "This feels like Mexico."
Oh yeah, it felt like Mexico.
That sounds
They
about
had
right.
the like shitty houses and just run down everything. There was a really nice like Mexican shop and a dulceria, which is a candy shop.
I pointed that out like immediately, and
I
I was
was
like, "Aeneas."
Hyped. It's fucking hyped, dude.
I mean, it's
Tostilocos?
still there. It's still close.
It's still
You
close,
just can't
yeah.
walk there.
No,
You
you
have to
gotta
drive there.
But still, the house is fucking nice, Sketch. It's real dope.
Keep
The-
talking to me like I can talk
The
back.
kitchen has an island.
Ooh, that's nice.
It was hot, and the
Thank you
washer
very
and
much.
dryer is like upstairs, so it's like in a closet upstairs. It's like the ones that were like the dryer sits on top of the washer.
Gotcha. So we have a guest with us today. It's someone brand new
I have a guess.
who you've never seen
Have
before. He's Pun Master Gus. That's gonna be the identity that he's choosing to label
It's a
himself
living
with. If you're as disappointed as I am, please let me know.
Funny Gus?
Punny Gus.
a living
He's Pun Master. Punisher Gus.
Gus Gushiner.
Yeah.
Gushiner.
He
Gus.
was a war veteran, and while he was torturing people, he would make shitty puns about his utensils for torture.
Pun
he's
Master
like-
Gus. You say, "Hey,
Yeah.
Rosa."
And that was the
Hello,
real
Rosa.
torture, right?
Yeah.
It wasn't the actual one.
Also,
No, there was like he'd like hook a car battery up to you and be like, "Come on, let's charge up," and then he would electrocute you, and he'd be like, "Why are you making
Be more
jokes out of
positive
this?"
about this. Why are you being so negative?
The real torture of the puns.
he like gets like the clamps, and he's just like, fuck. I was gonna make a
No!
clam joke. I was gonna make the Futurama clamps joke.
to my clamps. But Gus, you come from a long pedigree of board gaming excellence.
Your excellence.
Your brother, also one of my oldest friends, and
Say hi to Rosalina.
you consistently beat me in cross country.
Oh, they're gonna say Smash Bros.
No, I'm better at you than
Oh,
that.
wait,
Hey, whoa.
I was in a Smash 22.
Yeah. Hello, Rosalina. Hello.
Did you win?
We're
Oh,
joined
no.
today by
Okay,
Rosalina,
but-
who
but
also
I
does
hosted it.
Trash Treasure.
Oh, alright.
You hosted what?
Yeah. I hosted video game day at my state today, and then board game night yesterday. We had a Just Dance corner. We
So
had
he's doing better than you.
Yeah, the only thing that I've ever hosted was an educational session on STDs,
Yeah,
and
I
it
mean-
was
And
mostly
failed?
informal because I was giving people STDs.
I taught-
I mean, don't you
Uh,
host your own podcast every week?
Like I said, I informally give people STDs
Wait,
through
what else
the
we got?
medium
What
of
else
the
we got?
internet.
What did you do?
Mouth.
Yeah.
I have not taught anything
What
to
about you?
anyone.
What?
Have you done anything?
Done
I guest taught NAP psychology.
I host-
Uh,
I taught
Phil,
two
Phil's-
people how to edit.
Phil,
I host beer events. Is that
No,
count?
that's red.
that totally counts.
Bottle shares
So
and stuff
I'm
like that?
putting this like I'm at the bottom. Then it's sketch.
that hurts.
Then Gus and Phil are like on the same. Because yours is like, no one wants to go to that.
What do you mean no one wants to come
No
to
one
an
wants to
informal
go to that.
whiskey sharing
CDs.
session?
Nobody wants to go to that. They
Okay.
want to go to beer and they want to go to that. That's fun. So they're immediately way above us. I
I-
was like teaching class, therefore I'm at the way bottom.
I hosted a Python night at my college.
That's
and
even
taught
below my-
people-
Oh, you're
I
so
taught
cool.
people so
Assembly?
much. I had 12 people show up, and we learned Python together, and it was a
25
delightful
people
time.
for board games.
Oh,
yesterday.
Joe,
Oh,
God!
you're getting
See,
slammed.
Gus is the master.
I think the biggest crowd of people I've ever spoken to was my thesis presentation, which was like 43 people.
Oh.
Oh, Rosa went to that Python night. All right, it's
Yeah.
it's significantly
Lame.
cooler now.
Yeah, Rosa went to Python night, and afterwards they came up to me and are like, "So you covered a lot of stuff, and I really want to do this project with them." And I was like, "This is awesome." And then they were like, "I just don't think anyone can learn like that." And I was like, "Oh." The day my heart was crushed.
Rosa is like
Crushed.
rad. They're my favorite people.
Yeah.
They
yeah.
know what Cannibal the musical is, so immediately I was just like super happy. Have you seen it?
No, but I just like Cannibal.
Cannibal
Gus
the
is
musical
a
was
fucking psychopath.
amazing.
We just talked about how Gus tortures people and makes puns. You're gonna not.
Oh, it's cool.
He's just laughing at the
He's
idea
cool in my book.
of that. Yeah. So a few of the topics that are coming up tonight. One, I just wanted to talk about. We're looking for a new office space,
Bigger,
a new
better.
living center. I just wanted
Also,
to talk
it's
about.
going to be our marital home.
Faster.
Oh,
One where you can shoot porn left and right.
gross.
Oh, you can't stop us from making the skill floor the cam show now.
I'm gonna put my own cameras up and then release bootlegged versions.
Tiny bootleg.
I'm gonna like Adobe like really badly Photoshop in
You're
like.
gonna downgrade the quality to 240p.
I'm just gonna do like Asian eyes over all of you.
Our landlord is Japanese. That's racist.
I
How's
didn't
that
say,
racist?
I didn't say which variety of Asian.
It's still racist. No matter what variety you're doing, it's racist.
Well, no, because I could do like David Bull, the wood shop, the woodblock print.
Find an
maker.
old burnt out Circuit City and let's move skill floor in there.
Oh, that sounds delightful.
That actually does.
Also, what was a Circuit City? Did that store really exist?
Yeah.
I've
I
been-
went
I've
there.
been-
Are you
Yeah.
sure
Yeah.
it just wasn't Office Depot?
I got a game
They're like
came
A
out
mattress
Staples?
stores now. or
Maybe it was a
something like that.
Staples.
a long time ago.
Micro centers is terrifying. But I wanted to talk about like what for you is an ideal living space. I know a lot of you guys for example, this is my first time like looking for a place, and I'm sure it's the same for two of you guys. And then two of you guys haven't yet had the
Well, I mean, I
delightful
went
pleasure.
hard.
Like looking for something new is usually fucking terrible. Like you go shoe shopping and it's sort of an ordeal.
I
You go to get clothes, it's sort of an ordeal. Going like house hunting is like sort of nice.
like I'll
It's like
say,
interesting.
like, we've had like 4 real estaters for our house. We've been trying for like 2 years now. We don't want to live in that apartment anymore. Our dog especially.
Yeah,
It just takes a long time.
yeah. What's your moving experience been like? What's stopped you guys from getting in or out of the place that you're currently in?
Well, right here, there's always like, oh, this is the lovely home. It's the ideal home. It's just $500,000.
Oh, got it.
We're like,
Yeah.
and like we always tell them our budget is like 30, 50, like at most.
And they're always
Work
just
with
like,
us.
we're going to show above that because maybe we can get it out of them.
Yeah, so that's
Nope.
We had that same thing happen when my parents were shopping for a place.
Yeah.
it's been going on for so long now.
Phil actually told me some interesting stuff about the place that he lives right now, where that his like
No. Phil, tell it.
I don't know what he's talking about.
No.
So let me.
You know. You're Phil. Go ahead.
you take over, Phil.
I don't know what you're
The
talking
crowd
about.
is spoken.
Phil.
What about my grandma's house? Or what? What are you
Go ahead,
talking
Gitch.
about?
Gitch, go ahead. I was just
Just make
joking.
a-
Yeah, about your grandma's house.
No, what are you doing?
Eyebrows.wav. Continue.
Please.
My grandma bought her house in the 70s. It was like 69 or 70 when she bought it. She bought it for like $17,000 or something like that, or $20,000.
God.
My
And it's like worth like 400,000. That's ridiculous.
it's amazing how much like the bubble increases. So my grandparents are dead.
If only we were old.
Right.
We bought a house a long time ago.
My mom's parents are dead,
Yeah.
and they the house they lived in, they actually built that whole thing. Like the whole house they built on. Like my grandfather built that before he was paralyzed, and it had like special things done to it because he was paralyzed. So like there was a shower where you could actually walk into it without having to climb over anything.
Yeah.
So it was built for like a person in a wheelchair.
Yeah.
So when that house sold, they sold it for a lot because it was specifically built for somebody with wheelchair access.
Oh,
So,
okay.
and I think they also, if the person who bought it, if they were disabled, they also got the van that my grandma had that lifted up like a wheelchair.
Nice.
So because they specifically like we want somebody who's disabled
So if
to
I
get
just
this
like
house.
rolled up on the wheelchair and be like, "Hey, I'm disabled. Can I get the van?"
They'd be like, take it.
And as soon as I sign the contract, I just stand up.
We need medical proof.
The only
Yeah.
downside is that before
my
she
legs.
died, my grandmother painted that house birthday cake pink.
Oh,
It's brown now.
it's
I
not.
looked.
It's not just pink. It's birthday cake pink.
Yeah, it's specifically birthday
The
cake
worst
pink.
variety, pastel pink.
So
What were you gonna say
yeah.
about?
I was
I don't know what you're talking about.
All I remember from that conversation in the car ride when we were going to play Warhammer 40k,
Still
was
sitting in the corner.
we did it once. It was a great time.
You bombed that over that.
That was actually a really like
You cut your fingers.
I would consider that a really broy day between me,
you
Phil,
should
and
just
his
start doing
friend.
Gundams.
Dude,
Put them where?
have you built? Yeah, that's
No,
the
no,
issue.
you build them and then you smash them.
Oh, okay.
No.
but I
fuck
was
no.
Gus. Will you
So
make
what's-
will you make a pun about smashing a Gundam that you've just spent a lot of work building?
Can we do it listening to All Star or something?
Yeah, that's a pun.
Um,
Gus, you deliver again every time. But Phil, I was gonna bring up about how basically that house, you got that house for super cheap, and now it's gonna be in your family forever.
Probably, yeah.
You're literally never going to sell that land, and when we're all landless
Anais
vagabonds,
has land.
we're
Yeah,
moving
land.
into not in the U.S.
Oh, okay.
I have it in Mexico.
Should I start digging? Like,
Yeah.
make like a.
You're gonna like
Basement.
strike
You want to
oil.
expand now. It's
Yeah.
it's too late to
Expand
go
down.
out, but yeah, it's too late to go out. You gotta go down. You gotta go
down.
up.
It's
You
like,
know,
oh, it doesn't know
Yeah.
it. Just
you know, in certain
down.
places, it's actually dirt cheap to buy land in like Ireland. Like you can buy enough for like a small campsite and like own it, and you can actually name yourself like a lord and lady.
Well, you know what the issue
Nice.
with that is that like parts of Ireland just don't have power.
Well, this is specifically in a park.
Oh, okay.
Where you can buy land and just like make like a small campsite, or you can like come visit there. And I was gonna buy it for Anais for Christmas for both of us. So I was like really invested in the idea of being able
Let's
to
go to Ireland. I
go
like
to
the idea of
Ireland
going
and
to
camp
Ireland.
there. Yeah, you want to go with us?
I mean, I like
You can buy the adjacent lot.
my low key game plan right now is like make a ton of money doing Scoflore, which we've yet to do.
we spent a lot of money.
Just
But as soon as we make that much money, I'm going to leave,
And
move to Ireland.
Sell out.
I think
And, yeah,
Anais
I'm gonna
and I-
sell out, move to Ireland, and become a
Rooster Teeth, you want to buy us?
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
sure.
You'd be a
You can take the brown dudes.
yeah.
Take them all.
Yeah.
Except me and Anais will
You got
probably
Phil,
be like,
you got an
that
A.
money.
You don't have to pay him anything. They'll if you just say you're doing it for friendship, they'll work for free, man.
Just
It's
give me beer.
Yeah.
Just make Anais give you a business card and the friendship is there.
so it's super easy. But yeah, so ideal living, like what things when you think about your home,
Start.
right? Like what things do you picture inside of your like ideal living
Can I start with
space?
Okay, start with Gus.
Gus.
I would like a man pad with a sides.
What's a man pad?
It's
I'm
like a,
thinking like a maxi pad.
I was thinking a maxi pad, yeah.
Okay, no. I mean, I feel like this is like a bro pad, but not a. It's like.
What are you trying to say? You say no one in here fucks? Literally, you're sitting next to a married couple. You're gonna say that nobody in here.
We
Yeah,
ran
they
out
don't
the
fuck
last set of
anymore.
neighbors.
They don't.
We did.
That's how long it's been.
And now these are gonna have
Okay.
issues probably.
Okay. Besides that thing I can't describe, I also like a
What
nice
fuck? You
backyard.
can't talk about fuck.
No,
What,
man
fuck pad?
No.
Is that what it
He just wants fuck
He
pad.
just wants a man pad.
Can you like extrapolate? Like, is there certain necessities you need in,
Like,
in a man pad?
a grinder pad? What are we talking
Or-
about? here?
Grinder
A
pad.
Tinder pad.
Yeah, RGB lighting. Is...
I think I was misleading when I said that.
Okay, so
Okay, guys.
I just want a corner with my Wii U and my Switch. That's it.
You just
With
want
your
to
what?
He can have my
he
ghost
wants
closet.
a corner with his Wii U
He
and
can have my
Switch.
ghost-
Oh, I thought you said
closet.
wiener.
You can't watch porn on the Switch.
Okay,
What
cool.
are you doing?
I think if you put wiener in front of Switch, it totally changes the
Wiener
meaning of the
switch?
phrase
Wait,
Switch.
What about the wiener you?
The well,
Wiener you.
that sounds like you're
The
going
Wiener
to you're
64?
going to college.
Wiener you.
You're going to college for weens.
Oh, speaking of colleges, you know
Oh
that's
no, what
completely- and
segue
it's
is this coming
completely-
off of?
Completely off track. I'll come back to that.
Okay,
It would make me sad if I talk about it.
is it CSU San
It
Marcos?
was about your college.
Oh.
I randomly stumbled across this like a few days ago, but we'll come back to it.
Okay. Oh,
Somebody
did it
getting
burn
murdered or
down?
some shit?
No, it had something happened like 20 years ago or something.
Was it the shooting?
Yeah, it was a shooting.
At Simon's Rock, yeah.
I saw a video of the shooter talking to the dad of one of the kids that died.
Yeah.
And it was really powerful. And then I got all the way through it before I got to the end, and I was like, that's Getch's school.
Yeah, that school is super. You know, maybe we're drifting.
Yeah, so I was like,
Aeneas,
let's come back.
What topic do you want to? What,
as somebody who
what do you
lived
want? in
for
your
about-
Dream house.
6 years in a 1-bedroom apartment with 5+ people. Just like,
Space.
His own
No,
room. That's
no,
it.
I was happy. Just my own bed and a place to
I'm
put my
sorry.
computer on.
You can't have
Well,
your
you're
own
you're
bed.
like
That's it.
you're like a monastic masturbator. Like you
Yeah.
you have like
Yeah.
you have trained yourself so
Yeah.
well to like find
mean,
the
he's
ideal
doing it right
times
now.
to do
I'm
it.
doing
Yeah.
it. Yeah. can't
he's
see it.
he's very subtly rocking back
He just
and
like
forth to
randomly
get, like,
mentions to me, he's like,
the
"Oh, by
pant
the way,
leg to
when you
go.
fell asleep last night, I masturbated," and I was like, "The fuck."
like I'm right here.
Yeah. No.
No, I've done
Yeah.
it next to Emily was sleeping several times.
It's just payback.
Oh,
Oh, that's what it is.
Yeah, I
It's
got
just
it.
payback.
That's
She'll learn.
Like I said, sexless marriage.
Yeah. No need.
I actually masturbated 3 other guys.
Yeah. Well, you
While
were
we were
asleep.
sleeping.
Yeah. They came in, you didn't even notice.
Guys, come on, the wake her up.
This is his cam show.
Four
This
in
is
a row.
This cam
What?
show. I have
Inside.
still have distribution rights to that though.
Middle out. We're doing.
my man
But really,
yeah. What's I'm
to-
still
for me
confused
the
by
ideal
this
place
man-pad
is
idea.
like the one we looked at, big kitchen. If I had a backyard, that would be great because I love backyards.
What do you
uh,
picture yourself doing in a backyard?
Sitting outside with my friends
Gardening.
and gardening, having like a barbecue.
I-
Fire pit.
Fire pit.
Fire pit,
makes
fuck
sense
yes.
to me.
It's
Fire
garden
pit,
lot.
sitting around it in the dark.
You like your face. You
I
like.
love burning shit. I enjoy that.
Do it with the
I
house.
enjoy not the house.
It's his
The house
tagline
sounds-
on Grindr.
Grinder.
Yeah.
I enjoy burning shit. Put my dick in your mouth.
Yeah. I promise it's
Middle
not
out
the herp.
pro.
Yeah,
Bro.
Middle.
You
Try so
you
hard.
you do
Guys.
me and I do you. You show me yours. I'll
We're
show you
we're
mine.
masters at hot swapping on the downstroke. So,
Fuck, that's smooth.
Professional skill.
That's real fucking smooth.
Yeah. But
like a V4.
got it. So
efficient.
big backyard, fire pit,
Yeah.
place to like relax and have a nice moment.
A masturbatory, like a place where you go
An
to
observatory?
masturbate.
Can you have fire pits in San Diego? I feel like there's a lot of issues with that. Yeah, I've had one.
Yeah,
You absolutely can.
that's like all
Not
we.
to shit on your dreams.
No, that's all we have on here.
It's
Also,
illegal.
you're-
It's a lot harder to get a fire pit than a firearm.
yeah. You have to be 18 years or
Yeah,
older
dude, yeah.
to
Just people that
I
come to
know.
your house.
You gotta be like 25. You gotta be married, have a dog, and you have to only drink shitty light beer.
You gotta show mastery over fire.
Yeah, you have to own an ATV to get a fire
Yeah.
pit. It's
You
a
gotta be able to
requirement.
bend fire.
Yeah.
At
Wait a minute.
At the house I lived in here, not only did my dad have like a fire pit, but he had a horseshoe pit that he put in himself.
A horseshoe pit?
Yeah, he
For
really likes
playing
horseshoes.
Was it on fire?
Horseshoes?
He really likes horseshoes.
Like the game
Like a
where you
pin?
throw
Yeah.
horseshoes.
Oh, okay. I was,
Yeah.
Whoever gets it
Just
closest
going-
gets a point, and then
Yeah, he really likes horseshoes.
you put an iron pole into the ground. You throw horseshoe. Oh my God,
Carl.
Rachel!
It was
That
in a
should-
sand
we
pit,
should-
like a
Holy
separate
shit.
sand pit.
Rachel, I knew that you were white. I didn't know
I didn't
how
play.
bad it was.
My dad played. My dad's really fucking white.
when
Like
I
I
was
don't
in the
hide
family.
this.
You guys
It's
are
just
really
about
right.
time Taylor.
Koro has a pick for the green screen. Also, hi Koro. It's been a while.
Hello, Koro. Good to see you. If you shoot the pic over, I will do my best to put it up there as
If
long
it's-
as
if
it
it's
is
sexual.
A, not pornographic, and B, involves some kind of Republican
once I had anime boobs
symbolism.
in the back.
Get out.
Bill
And then your
O'Reilly.
face like 6 times.
Okay. Rachel, ideal living space.
So I've lived in like a massive house that where somebody hoarded like a lot,
Yeah.
and I've also lived in a tiny shoebox of a house where everybody is different. My
I can-
bedroom.
If I take my shoes off, we almost run out of space.
Yeah.
I know.
Don't do
It's-
that.
But I've talked about this
Yeah.
before. So you see the office space back there?
Yeah.
Cut that a little bit. My room is that size.
Okay.
So in order to get into my parents' bedroom, you actually have to go through mine, and in order to get into the balcony, you have to go through my bedroom. So I had a computer desk in there. So in order to get anywhere, you just have to like one pathway. So no matter what, if I was on my bed sleeping, I could hear people. Jesus Christ.
Thank you, Gil.
And it's just no matter what. And so I would just want, like Adea said, I want my own space. I really, really want a garden, like really bad. That's something I've always wanted.
All right.
And I've also wanted like my own personal workspace, which is why I'm digging the second place more than anything.
Yeah.
Because I've always wanted to do art, but in the house we lived in here, there was so much crap everywhere. I didn't have a space I could carve out for myself.
Oh, I hate that. I hate hoarding shit. My family's so bad at that. My mom will go and clean the house, and it'll look nice for a day or two.
And then it comes back.
And just my sisters and my
Blows
grandma just fuck it all up.
And then here, there's no space for me to have like any place whatsoever. So I mean, the kitchen in the last place we saw, I fell in love with immediately because I've always wanted a large kitchen. So I mean, I don't like to think I'm asking for much, but when you think about it, for what you have to pay to get stuff like that is a lot.
Well, let's as an introspective, right? I've lived in a few different places, including college dorms and stuff. So like I almost don't know like what kind of living space that I'd like, as long as like
One more.
I care about hot water.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like more so than anything
My
else.
God, if you lived in Mexico, that was always a thing. Fuck that.
The fireplace in the second place we saw, I fell in love with immediately because I've had a fireplace before, and I love them.
That is not emo Brian. That is our friend Gus.
No.
Like fireplaces are just naturally like I have nothing but fond memories of them
Pretty emo.
because at the house in Chula Vista here, we didn't have insulation in the walls, so it got really fucking cold. And so we would put a fire on, and it'd be really warm in the living room, and everybody would be in the living room because it was nice and toasty warm in there.
Just build a house out of Adobe. That's what my great grandfather
Just build a house out of Adobe.
did. That's what my great
Simple.
grandfather did. And guess what? It fucking worked until now.
Simple.
It's shitty.
Yeah, it's going downhill.
Are you gonna come back? It's just gonna like collapse.
It's probably collapsed already. I'm impressed how long that house has just stood there.
So you used to live there, right?
Yeah, it's like I don't think you've been to Aaron's house. It's the size, I would say, if you attach 3 of these apartments, it had three rooms, 1 bathroom, and a big backyard.
Ugh.
So
Yeah, that's one thing I miss. I miss having like a large backyard. There's just in a house like we saw
Ugh.
the second house. There's always somewhere to go to like get away from people if you
yeah,
want to.
that's why
That's what I did. Because like the places we just saw, it's really nice. I like it, but everything is sort of clustered together where you're always gonna have somebody near you, in a way. Because like
just go outside or go to the.
it's just the
go
way
to your room.
it's there's not like
Salud.
enough space where you feel like, oh, they're on the other side of the house. They're still like clustered together where you're like,
You
oh,
have-
they're like 10 feet away.
You have 3 floors.
I know.
To work.
Do you
with.
want to be in the garage? It's cold in there.
I'll be in the garage. I'll masturbate in the garage. Yeah, I'll be like a gremlin.
Don't make it
just
weird.
Like,
Don't.
All right.
I was trying to flash that at me.
But so like Gus, you've lived in, as far as I know, you've lived in the same place forever.
Okay, I want to go again. I feel like your answers were more sincere than mine.
Also,
Wait,
wait,
you
we
don't-
gotta go to Phil.
You don't want a man pad?
We gotta go to Phil.
Aside from that, I would really like
that
like a
Anthem?
3-story house.
I think Phil
like
doesn't
living-
care.
3 stories?
Or like at
Mr.
least-
Moneybags over
Ooh.
here. I just want you
I
want
mean, is
6
it
floors and a
Under
swimming pool.
500?
Is it? Are we doing dream homes or like?
Oh, when we're doing dream homes, I didn't expect your dream to be heavenly. Okay, I was expecting realistic dreams here.
Mm.
I have expectations of my friends.
Well, like a condo that's 3 stories. It's reasonable.
It's nice. 3 stories is nice.
Yeah.
Do you have 3 stories?
I used to live with my dad bought a house that had 3 stories,
Ooh.
and the 3rd story was the movie room.
Oh,
So he
really?
bought like.
Just wait, sorry, one. It's just I
it
didn't
was
quite catch
it was
that.
the movie room.
It was a.
So we had like a giant big screen TV, and
Oh
surround
my
sound in
God.
the whole room,
Fucking.
and he bought like nice leather couches, and it was amazing. There was also an
It was
arcade
actually
machine.
the porn room.
There was also an arcade machine there too.
just one arcade machine.
Yeah, it's just one of those like ones where like the table you're like.
Did the
playing
door
over
lock?
it. There was no door. There was just
It's
stairs
still
up,
the
and that was
porn
it.
room.
It's super nice though.
Right.
Easily
son.
been a poor room, yeah.
Get out.
Get out for 20 minutes.
Yeah, it sounds really nice. But anyway, continue, Gus.
As a quick note, I've been being called Ash Ketchum so much because of this jacket, and also Dipper once. So I'll let you cut that. Rosalie.
Dipper,
I mean, you got like the cool gloves.
the pins. Hey,
He's repping all
yeah,
of his fans.
he's
Shiny
representing his
dude.
his
He's
fandoms.
Tumblr. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's like a Tumblr post.
I want to hear that. Follow
Actually,
me.
fun story.
What?
fun,
Motherfucking sellout.
fun story about Gus is that he went to the party that I went to the other
this
night.
past day?
Was
Yeah,
he wearing something?
Was it? Was it that special of a party?
it was just weird, like, cause I don't go out.
He was
I
at
don't go out.
the party we were at last time when we both went.
Yeah, because I mean it's the same people who
Yeah.
go to those things.
Yeah.
So why is it so such a
But
surprise?
the night ended with Gus sitting in between 2 young girls, both of them trying to figure out ways to strip his virginity.
How
Wait,
young?
really?
Huh?
Like 12?
They were
Le-
just questioning my love life. a lot.
Legal.
Oh, okay.
Of age.
Let
Oh,
Gus love.
America.
Yeah.
Let
Too old.
Gus love.
Too old.
Okay, America.
See, 12 is old enough to, get with some Republican senator. but 16 ain't old enough to talk about banning guns.
They were 21 and 22. Okay.
He checked the
Wait.
ID.
Yeah, I know.
He checked the ID.
He's like, let me see your IDs, please. I need to know for sure.
You want to take
They held it
this?
Nope.
upside down.
Not interested.
They're
Yeah.
both sitting on a black couch, and he's like even more suspicious.
Pull your ID out. Tell me why you want to do porn.
He has a black light.
Did they light up?
No, that's true. But we were on a swinging chair. Those are fun. I want that in my house.
Hey,
Bring it
oh,
back.
That's
Hey.
adventurous.
He wants it on the third story.
Yeah.
In the movie room.
I have a hammock in storage.
Oh, hammocks?
I would like to put one up.
I would want
Where?
5 hammocks.
Where?
Where do you get one though?
The hammock room.
Oh, I got
Oh.
one.
Obviously.
The hammock district.
Yeah,
on Third.
It's like swing from one to the other.
I got one from an
It's Hunger
artist
Games.
in like the freaking fair in Del Mar. Like they just made their own hammocks, and I was like, can I get one of these? They're like pretty fucking cool. So he's just like, yeah. It was not expensive. It was like $20 for something handmade. So it was like,
Nice.
I'm into it. Yeah,
Yeah, we
sign
I've
me up.
never been
We
able to
sh-
put it up anywhere.
We should look into business hammocks.
Business hammocks.
we
Team
get
building
tired.
hammocks.
We
Protein
get tired.
hammocks.
We need hammocks. Easy now.
CrossFit
dude.
hammocks.
CrossFit hammock.
Not
We
CrossFit.
saw another CrossFit place.
Your hammocks will at some point rip, and you will have to depend upon your coworkers to save you from falling out of it.
Is it
With
because
another
you're
hammock.
Team building hammocks.
Is it because you're all like situated like over the building, where it's
Yeah.
like you're on the top floor, but you're like being hung by
Well,
a crane?
in this context, you're in the movie room, and all of you guys are dangling over the movie room, and
no,
Phil's
my
dad
head,
walks
you're
in and is
just,
like, "What are
over
you guys
the side
doing?"
of a building.
In my movie room.
Yeah,
Get out. I gotta masturbate.
I can't
Those are my
believe you
sex
had a
hammocks.
movie room.
That's not a hammock. That's
It's
a
only
sex
for a little
suite,
while.
son.
We got rid of the house.
Fuck you, Phil. God damn it.
Rosa says they can support a business hammock. I mean, not physically, but as a business expense.
This hammock costs 3 times as much
Let's
as
use
any
the
other hammock.
$5 we have left in the skill floor account to buy a hammock.
Get
A
some.
cheap hammock that
get
will
some-
rip as soon as he gets in.
Oh, delightful.
I'm sorry. I just saw the picture that they sent, and I'm
It's a
so
griffin.
confused.
It's a
It's,
griffin.
it's
Griffin?
Peter Griffin.
As a griffin.
I'm sad.
Is that a pun?
I've been playing a lot of Witcher. It is. It's torture.
I'm sad.
No, I don't like that game.
Just played over Shadow.
Did you see the mod that let you shield surf?
No.
It's amazing. They put it to Tony Hawk's game.
Yeah, that's good. But Phil, your dream home.
Check out my
I don't
bulging business.
have one, man. I just want a space for myself. I live in half a room right now, and I have enough room for my bed and my desk. And
Same.
all my clothes is like stacked up in baskets,
It's like the worst.
and that's it.
So half a room. What's happening over?
The
Nothing.
other half.
The other half is like
Stuff.
full of stuff. That's
It's not,
not. That's
it's
not
not
mine.
even your
Oh.
stuff.
Yeah.
Like they're just like, oh right, we have a kid, and then like they put him in.
You should
half
turn
of
it.
the
You should turn.
storage
You should
room.
turn the stuff inside out.
But as long as I have a
Nugget.
bed and a room for my desk, I don't care.
Okay.
Also beer.
Yeah, my friend
Space for beer.
my friend Mayron was like, you know, if like this college thing like doesn't work out, I think I'd be happy if I just like if I had a room and good internet and a computer.
Yeah, that's. I mean,
That was
Yeah.
me for a
it's
long
more
time.
like stuff like it's not your dream home. It's stuff that you just dislike that you want to avoid.
Yeah.
That's it.
The
Everything
current,
else is just kind of a bonus.
yeah.
It's insightful, yeah.
The current lodgings that I'm in, like I gave my parents like everything else. And I was like, I just want this. And when they started taking my balcony, I was like, I picked this one because I wanted the balcony, and now you guys took it from me. I have nothing left.
They're like, that's right.
I want to take your balcony.
We'll take whatever you
don't have
find
a
that's valuable. Gus,
Okay. I feel like
you share a room
I do.
with your brother.
It's fun.
That's
I share with Angel now too.
Oh, what?
He stays over a lot.
Does he? Whose bed does he sleep in?
We made a makeshift.
Who's
thing.
in the
You,
middle?
you guys
Ooh.
cousins.
He's in the middle.
Yeah, it's one bed.
It's one bed, yeah.
Okay. We're,
But
diff-
also, his parents sleep there.
Yeah.
we're slightly different altitudes though.
So does Hugo's girlfriend. Anyway,
So you're not the right tip to tip ratio.
Yeah.
She
Yeah.
gets the couch though.
Oh,
Florida
what?
Tip.
you're fucking poor parents, man.
No.
Your
just
poor
how big is
parents.
the
Your poor fucking parents. They go out. They work all day. They slave over. I don't know what your parents do. They slave over a hot whatever your parents do.
Hot what?
Yeah, they slave. They
How dare you?
they hotly make pornography. And then you come home. They come home, and it's you. It's Angel. It's Hugo. It's
the
Hugo's
same bed.
girlfriend. It's all you guys. You guys are all in the room together. You guys take up the living room like we just wanted to watch TV.
That
You're all making noise. You're all loud, which is the same thing
Things
as
are
making
wet.
noise.
Why are things
Yeah.
wet? I once read a story on
All
Reddit,
true.
and I don't believe it's real, but just the idea of it, I'm just like, why? So this person was, I think it was posted on, like, bad dates or something. And so this person had a date with
Angel.
somebody, and it was a girl. This person who's writing was a girl, and she went out with the dude, and they're like,
Oh,
he's
okay.
like, hey, but you come back to my place, and they hit it off pretty well. So she's like, I'm gonna go back to your place. So they get there, and turns out he lives with his mom. Was initially a bad thing.
Well,
His
this-
He
roommate.
shares a bed with his mother, and she's going to stay in the bed while they have relations. And she immediately noped out of there, and he kept, like, calling her and texting her and asking her, like, why she left.
I thought you were gonna make like a connection with everything being wet, but it went somewhere else.
I mean, something would have been wet.
I think if you have like a body pillow, you
Of
could
your mom?
you could build like a little fort.
Oh, okay.
Should I grab
A
your
barrier?
Yeah, build
the sketch pillow?
you could build like a little Trump wall for you and your loved one. And, like, get some
Anais
stuff
and
going.
I sleep with separate blankets because I hog blankets all the time.
When they freeze to death.
So it works out really well because in the morning after he leaves, I get all the blankets.
You should try separate beds. That
No.
might actually.
Yeah, I think I would just level up. You guys just get
No.
separate tents.
Separate
I like
houses.
to cuddle with him. Yeah, before we go to sleep. Like we like to cuddle, and then it's
How about Angel? Does Angel like to cuddle?
Does it take out the blankets?
He surprises me because in 2 minutes he's like out already.
He's okay.
That went
Oh, I
a
can do
completely
anything I
different
want with
direction.
him. It's just-
We actually have.
It only
we
takes
do
him
pranks
2
on him.
minutes.
yeah.
You do
Angel
pranks
from
on him?
Buffy.
It is not Angel from Buffy.
We have a famous picture
Can we
of Hugo
believe it's Angel
when
from
he was
Buffy?
a slave. He put like little tiny cars. I like tiny cars. Like he put one on his eyelid, one on his opened eyelid.
Oh.
How does someone not wake up?
we,
He
cut,
just doesn't wake up.
we cut
He's
his we,
awake.
we cut his hands off and replaced
Sew them back on.
Yeah. We swapped his hands, so now his left hand is
Some
on his
people
right hand.
just
is
sleep
vice
that.
versa.
Dev, I've told the Travis and Chili Dog story like several times, I believe.
No, okay, tell it again.
Again, you forgot. Okay, so
go fast.
Travis sleeps so soundly, like you've seen him here. He's like so sound asleep.
It's true. I do like
It's
to.
really
I
hard to
like to
wake him
massage his thighs.
Yeah, you just
Is
wanna.
that the only thing you massage?
Yeah.
So one time we went over to his house. It was like a thing
not
we did where we
sexual.
all went to Travis's
just
house.
Fun.
And
That's what bros do.
we had stopped at 7-Eleven, gotten snacks, and our buddy Daniel had like a chili dog. And when we got to his house, like his mom let us in.
Yeah,
and
those
he-
Daniels and their chili dogs.
And
Every Daniel
his
I
mom
know.
was like, "Yeah, he's sleeping, but you guys can go wake him up." So she just let us into his room, and we tried to wake him up. We're like, Travis, and we couldn't wake him up until Daniel stuck the chili dog under his nose, and he woke up
That
immediately.
works?
It worked.
It was like smelling salts. He's like, Sonic,
It's the only thing that woke him up.
I'm moved to action by this.
The poor baby though, he looked so
Alluring
scared.
Yeah, I think well, it's important because I don't think a lot of people think about the kind of space that they want to live in until it's like you get to start making those kinds of decisions. And no, like for me again, like it's not something I really think about. I have my own room, and I can be naked in it as I sleep every night.
Would you think?
completely
With
nude.
your grandma in the room.
Yeah.
Do you think when you move, you're gonna miss your shower stool?
No.
He's gonna steal it from his grandma.
Sorry, Gran. I need this more than you.
You know how sad Brian and Amanda were when they found out that they didn't have a bathtub; they had stools.
Yeah.
Gotta sit
Yeah,
there,
there
shower.
was one shower that was just like two like stools.
No, the second
and they're, like,
bathroom
sit
in the
across from
place
each
we
other.
saw, their bathroom in the new place has that too.
What is that?
It's for people. It's like good for like shaving, and it's like sometimes older people. Like
Yeah,
this stuff
you know,
put
two
in,
people who want to sit across from one
And
another in the
also-
shower and
Yeah,
masturbate.
yeah.
and like do the deed, that sort of thing. It's like that. But can you think of like something that you have now that you think you would really miss if you didn't have it in the new place? Because when I lived in Chula Vista, we had a pantry. Like it was just like a place where like it was like a separate room
Yeah.
that like swung open. It was in the garage, and so where like the dryer was, because the washer was in the kitchen. I don't know why, and like our meat fridge, and then we had like shelving, and the shelving is where we
I
kept.
feel like you're like going further and further into a Tolstoy novel. You're
No,
gonna be
so-
like, oh yeah, and we're actually all in France the whole time.
Well, it's just where we kept like bulk food items, like our dry stuff, and it was so handy because we could keep like our all the like food stuff out of the kitchen minus the fridge, and it was so handy for space that I miss it. I miss it so much. Like putting food away in like cabinets here, putting it away in like the cabinets at my parents' apartment.
Yeah.
I like fucking hate it.
Yeah.
It's the worst.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that sounds pretty miserable. I think the thing I'd miss most, honestly,
The shower stool.
the shower stool. I don't know. Because like I don't really like my grandma's house all that much. Like there's not a lot there in terms of like feature, because I barely live there. Like I work like 90% of the time. I basically go there just to sleep. So like if I lost a bed, I'd be like, oh yeah, that sucks. I have no bed now. But like the shower sucks there. The one thing I absolutely fucking hate about the bathroom at that place in particular is that the light is super bright, and so it, like whenever I'm trying to it like makes me look and feel better
Inferior.
than
or
I
better.
than I am. Like I'll go and I'll like look at it and the light will be like glaring, so I won't see how oily my skin is, and I'll be like, oh, like I feel
Softens your edges.
it softens my edges.
Photoshops you.
And then like as I'm going downstairs, we have a mirror in the stairwell, and I look to the right and I'll be like, oh fuck,
See all
what
the
did I
wrinkles
do?
and stuff.
So
Oh god,
have you
I
guys
can't
ever
sleep
noticed
today.
just like
The
like
bags under my eyes are so much worse than I thought
like
they were.
today where you saw like that ghost closet.
Yeah.
So we saw a room today in a place that just had in one of the bedrooms. It was like a door to nothing. It had like this weirdly shaped like closet space.
It looked like the front of Captain Falcon's ship.
It looked like Harry's room in Harry Potter, but like in a corner instead of underneath the stairs. And I was thinking,
It's such a weird place for it too. It's in the back of a room.
Yeah.
So like, picture this: you've got demons. You want to hide. You shove them into that back room, or better yet, like little Billy Blue thing. Your neighbor kid from next door. He walks in on you performing a human sacrifice before you get engaged in some hot coit.
With the
and
corpse.
so what you do is you shove him into that back closet. He's not getting out of there. There's
there's
no
window.
windows.
There's just
He
nothing.
gets one light.
It's just wall without a chain.
Yeah.
But it got me thinking. So I've lived in a bunch of houses, like because we moved around a lot, and I keep thinking back to this house we had in National City. And the more I think about that house, the more I realize that house was fucking weird.
Yeah.
So you get in the house. I'm gonna give you like a nice picture of this house.
Okay. Give me the grand render. Give
So
me
you
the
walk up
tour.
the steps, you open the door, and first
real.
immediately before
24,
you
it's a
open the
stainless
door,
steel.
you notice that there's a dead wasp's nest like immediately to your right.
This place sounds like a great. You get free wasps.
yeah, we
They're a
had that wasp there
fantastic
for a
home
while.
defense system.
Like
Anyway.
it was just there. So you open it immediately. In front of you is the laundry room
Mm-hmm.
and pantry. To your right is the kitchen and dining room area. But to your left is stairs because the living room is sunken in with a fireplace. And
Oh.
also, yeah.
This is nice.
Yeah, but let me talk about it. So there's wood paneling on the walls, but everything below that
With
is carpeted.
pentagrams carved into all
Like
the
the
wood
wall
panels.
down from like the middle of the wall, it's carpeted. And then you have to walk up the stairs, and then there's a hallway that goes to the right? And on the left side of the hallway, there's 3 bedrooms. One of them was mine and my sister's, one was
Yeah.
my brother's, and then one was my parents'. On the other side of the hallway, and this isn't a big hallway at all. So, one side of the hallway, 3 bedrooms. Other side of the hallway, there's the main bathroom and the shower, and then there's a half bathroom, right? I was
Mm-hmm. Half room.
fucking scared
Okay.
of that half bathroom. It was terrifying.
Why?
Because it was like, you know how like most half bathrooms are pretty small?
Yes.
That one, it would like dragged on. And it was like
Seemingly
set-
growing larger
Yeah.
every time you walked
Yeah.
into it.
And then you
endlessly.
keep walking, and at the end of the hallway,
Yeah.
on the side with the bathrooms, there was a sliding door that entered to the dining room and kitchen.
Yeah, the Steve Rich brings up that having only one bathroom is sort of a nightmare.
Oh yeah, it's
Oh,
fucking
yeah.
I,
worst.
I have one
5,
bathroom.
6 plus people.
Yeah.
Yeah, it gets pretty bad.
We
with my
just-
grandma.
What do you guys do?
So
Poop on each other.
I live with my great grandma and she's 95. No, 96.
Do you guys fight?
No, you can't rush a 96-year-old woman in the bathroom, so you just have to wait.
You have or go outside.
Do you have like you have an
Yeah.
outhouse in the back?
No, there's no, there's nothing.
No like poop ditches that you guys got
No.
going on back there?
So it's just you can't be like, Grandma, get out. She's like a 96-year-old woman. You can't rush
Yeah.
someone like
Seabridge,
that.
it
It's
sounds
the
like your
worst.
drain is clogged.
No, what he's talking about is a very legitimate thing. This actually, I've told the story. I know that I've told the story before.
If it's
It's
about the ones in that bathroom, because I cleaned the drain
no,
out,
no,
it
no,
was
no,
fine.
no. It's the Simon's Rock drain story
About the cum.
about the cum.
Yeah, you told it. Yeah.
So there's just
That
a lot of
always-
cum in his drains.
Yeah, I mean, he see, Rich, it's possible you live in a college dorm. Just
There's a lot of
just a
ejaculate.
possibility. Worried.
My brother was so fucking gross. I'm gonna let you continue that story. Don't worry.
I just wanted to. I was gonna ask Gus a question.
Oh, here. You want to go first?
To tell a story or?
No, I just wanted to ask, what thing are you gonna miss if you move out? about your house most?
That's
Is it
more
your parents?
Oh, you mean like move out, move out?
Yeah, if,
Oh,
like when you leave, like because you eventually you will have to leave.
Yeah,
The
that-
free food.
Sup-
That
Surprise.
is, yeah, easily the free food, but not just like the quality food. Because like I would rather eat it at my home than like a Rubio's or even like Hermanos.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, Hermanos.
Yeah,
Or, like,
Rubio's is pretty
yeah,
low
the
on
Broadway
the tier.
Diner, like my mom used to work in a restaurant, so I'm so grateful that like every day I eat pretty good. Today we eat Ireland food. They were just reheated Costco food. But even that's still nice every now and then.
You're just like, I'm gonna miss it. I'm gonna miss it. I'm gonna go back just to
Yeah.
be like, I'm gonna raid your fridge.
It's true. Like I think the thing that I'm getting from this is that the thing that people are gonna miss most are like parental comforts. No, and Ace
No.
is like no.
I enjoy that.
My parents smoked so much in my place that some of my clothes still smell like cigarette
does
smoke.
There's nothing like that
I realize.
annoys me from my house. It's just
Neighbors.
Me and Ace cook better than my parents do. Minus my dad's beef stew because they made it and they didn't tell me they made it and I got really pissed off. Because I fucking love my dad's
you
beef stew.
message your mom.
Does
call
that
her.
enhance the flavor of the stew? Is
The
the
hate,
disappointment? Yeah.
No, so it was like really sad because it's like my favorite thing that my dad makes minus his chili.
Oh no! Oh no! No, no, no! Thank you for putting that in my head.
It won't-
Yeah. No. No. Okay. See, Rich, I'll take your word for it. Hopefully your dad is not engaging in the.
That's not the masturbatory.
Yeah.
So
It's hopefully he's not treating that shower like a movie room.
my brother was so gross when he lived with us that to the point that even though there was 5 of us in a house and only like 2 small bathrooms,
Yeah.
we all 4 of us shared one
Oh,
because he
hot.
was that bad. And it got to a point where like if someone was like using the bathroom or like showering in there, we would rather go in there to use the bathroom
Yeah.
than go into the other one because it was so fucking nasty.
Oh.
How?
My brother is not a clean person. So
Both spiritually and
Yeah.
and like
I mean he's in jail now.
Mechanically,
So.
Feng Shui,
yeah.
his feng shui was just
When my sister and I shared a room for a very long time, and when I finally got the opportunity to have my own room by my brother moving out to live with his dad, I took over his room, which I should have just kicked my sister out, honestly, because I had to go into the closet and like get a hammer and get a chisel or a screwdriver, because we didn't have a chisel, obviously. I used a screwdriver and hammer off hardened bits of candy
Are you
off
sure
of
that
that
was candy?
fucking. It was candy.
You mean free candy? You were just throwing away free candy?
It was-
Aged free candy?
It
this
was
is terrifying.
No, my brother like hoarded things, and it got to a point where if I'm like I'm missing something, I would just go in his room and be like, "Found it."
Well,
Leave.
what really? What is a movie room but a room of hoarding movies?
He
And masturbation.
Phil.
Can it be your brother?
look how
Yeah.
shocked Rosa is.
Yeah.
I like the skeleton one the most.
No, I used to live on Main Street, which is like a kind of like a super sketchy part of town.
Not anymore. So,
I don't know. It's still last time I was down there, it was still a little weird.
Wait, is Maine like near where we usually
it's-
go to Panda?
yeah.
Yeah.
So
Oh.
that area is gotten better, mostly because they just pulled it in an oldie.
Okay. Maybe.
Also a soup plantation. So the old
Oh
white
yeah,
ladies
no.
go
So
there.
we live we live in a dirt path right next to like there's like a park that runs under an overpass.
That's where all
over
the
there.
hobos go.
Yeah.
Me and Travis used to hike there, and Mom would be like, "Don't get stabbed."
Yeah, I used to like, I was like a super emo middle schooler, like super into myself, emotionally and conceptually, and I used to hike out there like
Conceptually.
I used to like under in the dark like sneak out of my house and go hike down there. And there's like a body of water. There's like a small lake.
Yeah, it's
I used
like
to, I used to sit
really
there
murky.
under the moonlight and be like,
On that little cement
so-
path that's
I'm
right
so-
there. I know
I'm-
the exact area.
no, that cement path used to not be there.
Oh.
That's a brand new addition. But I used to sit there and be like, oh, I'm so alone in this world. Uh,
Did you ever get like approached
gotta-
by
you
people?
Painted that picture so well.
gotta go.
You know people
gotta
have been
go watch
murdered in
Lost.
that area,
Oh yeah,
right?
no. I learned that after the fact, and I was like, if I had known, I would have been like, oh, it's not worth it.
No.
I'm not getting anything.
Yeah.
from this.
No,
This
so-
is total
I don't know,
bullshit.
but I'll just say that
Yeah.
to myself.
Travis and I hiked from like the beginning of that all the way to the end, ending on Main Street because we got Slurpees there. And
Nice.
yeah,
That's
and
what
like
it's about. The
every time
slurps.
we would take like 2.5 hours just to walk the whole thing. It was really fun, but every time after the pet, people were like,
You know, people die down
people
there.
like got murdered there.
yeah.
Should
Yeah, I've got a lot of fond memories of that area though. We used to go play like airsoft down there, and
There's
Um,
kids have built like bike ramps. out
yeah,
of
yeah,
dirt.
that's super cool too. Except there's like, there's There is a church up there, right? I'm not hallucinating that.
Yeah, it looks like what I like to call it is it looks like Disneyland to me.
Yeah,
So I call it the Disneyland Church.
that let me tell you some stuff about that church. It looks like it's a real movie room. It's real crazy in there, and there's a bunch of hokey, like, scary things that I think happen.
I don't know what type of church that is. Just by the outside look of it, it scares
Well,
me.
it's the fact that it's in the middle of nowhere. And, like, I swear, it disappears. Like, some days I'll go up there and I'll be like, where is it? I know it's up here somewhere, and it's gone. It's like, it's fucking Narnia. It's some crazy nonsense
on the days
happening.
you don't believe hard enough, it's not there.
I
Come
need
on
you,
in.
Jesus, and it just shows up.
Scientologists walk out and are like, wrong religion.
You need to do some Dianetics.
Yeah. Maybe it's time to buy into
There
a new
was
thing.
I heard this story once about Scientology where this journalist was like looking into like really hard about so there's this theory that the only reason that there's like a hokey religion part to Scientology is that they need the tax credits and stuff
Right.
like that and how to draw people in. So this person he was a journalist and he met with somebody from Scientology
Yeah.
and he said do you have
Hello,
any proof?
I'm Mr. Scientology.
Yeah, yeah. He's like, do you have any proof about this? Because they claimed that the creator of Scientology was a war hero, and he like provided him with all these documents that said, "Hey, our founder was a war hero. Here's all this. Here's all that." And he took these documents, the journalist, and went to some people and was like, "Hey, are these legit?" And he's like, "No, these are fucking fake." And here's how. He was never there during that time. He made up these medals. These medals never existed
I
during
got-
this period.
Wait, there's no medal of Big Dick?
Yeah.
It's
So
not
he-
a real...
Big Dick Scientology?
He brought it back to this person, and he was
The
just
medal of Dianetics.
he was just like, "What do you mean all these are fake?" He's like, "No." So he debunked all of them for me. Apparently, there was just like this look of shock on his face, and he found out later that person had there's a specific word for it in Scientology, but he basically tried to run away from the religion, and he was captured, interrogated, and basically forced back into the system.
But for
and
free.
Scientology just fucking scares me.
A free year of membership.
Hell no. I think they've killed a woman in this.
Oh, yeah.
somewhere.
There's a whole...
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a
The,
whole thing.
the
Let's not get into
CEO
it. Let's not get into
A
it.
whole
I will say-
conspiracy.
What scares me more are the flat Earth people. I just,
No, Scientology scares me a
I
lot
don't
more
get
than
it.
flat Earth.
What scares... Because flat earth people aren't going to hurt you.
They're just
Yeah,
fucking
even
stupid.
figure out
But
how
they're
round
so
the world is.
devoted about.
I like to think the same people that are devoted to flat Earth are the same people who are devoted to the fucking flying spaghetti monster.
I think half the people who are doing flat earth are just doing it because
For
they
the
think
memes.
it's
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
for the memes. Yeah, it's for the
Like I
memes.
said, they're like the people who are legitimately interested in the flying spaghetti monster.
Yeah.
They're just doing it for the memes.
What
My religion
What are
on
you trying to
Facebook
say?
for a long time was Pastafarian.
Nice. Ooh, I think my current religion on there is cubist. I don't know.
What is a cubist?
We worship a cube.
Which one? All of them.
If you don't know, I can't tell you.
There's a horror ARG
haven't paid
based
enough
off
money.
of a thing called cubing, which is just a metaphor for murder.
Oh, okay.
I'll cube you.
Yeah.
Cube you
I'll
in the
cube you
bathroom.
so hard.
You use the word.
Listen, we need to, like, as a culture, move away from euphemism. Because I feel like you could really screw someone over where you're like, hey, I'll keep you in the shower later, and you're, like, at a bar. Music's going, you can hear it. You hear Kesha, and you're like, oh, don't stop. And you're like, I can't wait to get my body to move. And, you know, this attractive person walks up to you, and they're like, hey,
You want a cube?
you want a cube later? And you're like,
I feel like there's
yeah,
like several
yeah,
horror
let's-
movies based on that premise.
let's try cubing, and then you get there, and she let's cube, and then she just has a bunch of like numbers, and she's cubing the numbers. She's like, "You gonna help?"
Wait, what's she's just doing Sudoku. She's just doing Sudoku.
Well, that's so disappointing. Nobody wants that. We just need to say like you want to fuck? She'd be like, "No, I want to do math." This is-
I actually really like
Save a lot of
Sudoku.
people
What are
on
you,
Sudoku's
this
really fun.
square? No, I'm a cube.
Out of like all of the puzzle type games, I really like Sudoku.
oh, of all the
No,
ones,
I like Picross.
Sudoku.
You and
Like,
my
what?
grandma and my
Picross?
sister. Fuck
Does
no.
that count?
I don't know. There's just something really therapeutic about it for me. Like my sister likes crossword puzzles and like Finder ones, and I don't like those. And I hate like those Finder type point and click games.
Oh, I like those. Like
Oh man,
Wait, really?
like the Curse of
Naval
Monkey.
Academy thing.
I've never heard of
Yeah, it's
this.
crazy. I've never heard that either, CB Rich. This is some dark.
It's like some. Are
Dark-
we gonna go back
we
into the
build in a house.
Nickelodeon ring again?
Yeah, we're going back, man. We're going back to Pizzagate. We're going to Comet
Oh,
Pizza right
no.
now. Here we go. Get ready.
Let's invest in that
Can-
Bitcoin.
Can we go somewhere since we're talking about like conspiracies? Do you want to go somewhere a bit darker with like
cons-
recent news?
The conspiracy corner. Is sure. Give me the recent news. We have 7 minutes left of
So
podcast.
I was thinking about just
I don't
talking
think I
about
know
like the
any.
Florida shooting. So
Don't worry,
an
we got you
aide to
covered.
one of the Florida senators recently got fired because they said in public 2 people The kids that are speaking up are actors. They're paid actors.
Yeah, they're the crisis actors.
Yeah. And I don't get those people.
Jesus, you
Holy
can go
shit.
to the school and be like, "Is this a student?" And they'll be like, "Yeah, it is a student." That's it. You can
Well-
prove his statement wrong so easily.
Well, it's crazy because for the first time, right? These people who just went through a tragedy aren't being like ushered away into a corner to silently grieve.
right.
Like they're very publicly, very openly talking.
They're on
shit
Twitter.
to
They're
people.
verified on Twitter. All
Yeah,
these kids
go-
are fucking verified on
Go
Twitter.
ahead and link
They
it,
are
Seagerich. Go ahead and
destroying
link it. Yeah,
people.
like what do you say to kids who have just gone through that? And I think people are finding out very quickly that if you try and say something, you look like a fucking asshole.
That's not true, according to at least a lot of the people I've been reading on Twitter, but those are also fucking morons. A lot of people believe in the crisis actor thing, with conspiracy.
Well, I think that's always going to be a thing. Like, there are always going to be people out there that are like, personally, I legitimately think a lot of conspiracies are bullshit because I don't think people are smart enough to
pull that
to
shit
pull
off.
things
Yeah.
like that together.
Yeah.
I've gotten caught masturbating. What makes you think that like people are going to be able to put together?
This shit.
This is a soundbite that's gonna get pulled so far out of
But let's-
context if we ever get rich. The guy's like, oh, the guy thinks 9/11 was an inside job because he can't masturbate.
Let's
but,
swing
like,
it the other way though.
yeah.
Do you think there's any conspiracy theories that could possibly be true?
Yeah, there are some that I do.
I think
like,
I've mentioned before, like I totally believe in like the pedophile rings being an actual fucking thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm pretty
I mean,
fucking sure, yeah.
the more that you like read about that kind of stuff, and especially with the string of like outings that happened, in Hollywood in particular, for sure.
It's because you haven't read.
Yeah, it's now there's no sexual onus to rest that energy
there's no
in.
force field.
Um,
The shields are down.
The
But-
shields are down.
yeah, no, there are like conspiracies that I do think happened, and I believe in like a lot of
Oh,
high
Secret's
level.
just gonna post, the Wikipedia page.
Yeah, go ahead and drop it.
Sorry.
But like all the conspiracies that I think are legit are like high level government, like
Shenanigans.
for like global political reasons. And the reason I think that is because the CIA has relative autonomy. They can do things without needing discretion or necessarily to talk to the president for certain things. And we know that this kind of stuff exists because things like the Bay of Pigs happen, where there was like there was an attempt to invade Cuba. They found out about it, and then they publicly stated, "Oh, hey, look, there's this evidence, and it looks really shitty." Stuff like that happens.
Did you know about the conspiracy theory that they purposely infected African Americans with AIDS?
Well, that's not a.
I know. I was about to say, do you remember when it was? But then it was
Yeah.
then proven factual, as well as they were giving people like acid trips and like a whole bunch of drugs that they weren't really tested yet.
Yeah.
And it actually increased the population of people with mental health
Yeah.
issues.
Yeah, there's a lot of really fucked things
Like
that happen
human
mental
testing,
health
yeah,
wise.
yeah.
Yeah.
We're
But-
not a nice country.
Yeah, but we're gonna segue now real quick because Gus is here, and Gus is the only person I can talk to
Right, let's talk
about
about nutrition, everybody.
yeah.
Calories, trans fats.
Walking 30 days.
I thought we were
3
just going to
minutes a
immediately
day.
segue into board games, and I was going to be like,
I wanted
There's some
to
nutrition
Gus.
conspiracies.
Gus- oh, yeah.
GMOs.
Are GMOs what ways are
Chemtrails.
GMOs
I don't mind
conspiratorial?
GMOs
Chemtrails
personally.
and
I
granola.
think
I mean,
people are blowing it out of proportion.
There's like some foods that I guess you should avoid, like chicken GMOs. Like, come on, pasture raised, grass fed.
When I was in
cricket
elementary school, I have this vivid memory of this teacher we had that talked about like KFC chicken, and he was like, "This is why you shouldn't eat KFC chicken." So what they do to these chickens, right? They stick them in like a plastic container. They cut off their arms and legs because they don't eat them, and then they just feed them. They just feed them in this box. And they're just talking, and it's like they get fatter and fatter. And that's like my vivid memory from like elementary school. I was in like the 2nd grade.
You really learned about the real world.
Dark. Yeah, I almost discovered things about myself.
Yeah, those hot dog videos are freaky too.
Yeah.
Gus,
Hot.
what have you discovered about yourself through board games?
Board games.
Yeah.
I've discovered that
There you go. I'm so excited for this.
the board games find a way to really like make you think and analyze situations and how other people think and analyze situations differently. So like when you fight someone in chess, you're like, oh, you're playing like that.
So how do you use this to pick up chicks?
I move my bishop to e5. I swoop in
And
from
then
the left.
checkmate. Does that mean you're assaulting the person? You have him cornered or something?
Yeah, what the fuck?
Yeah.
This is getting
I
dark.
mean, the point of chess is to take their queen.
Just gonna not.
Isn't it king?
No, it's the check.
Oh,
with the
chess.
king.
Fuck. Wait, no.
No, you check the.
Are you
check
talking
the
about
king.
checkers?
No, you
Check-
don't
check-
take the king. You checkmate him.
Yeah.
You checkmate the king.
Yeah.
You put him in a position where he can't move.
Yeah.
Oh.
Or else he dies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have take the queen stuck in my head because of Harry Potter.
You know, this is a really fucked. Welcome to Chess Facts. If you
Howdy.
if you put the king, if you do not check the king, and it can't move, the game ends immediately in a tie.
So
Really?
if you forget, it's like Uno. If you don't say Uno.
No,
you-
so if like let's say you have your rook here and two queens here, and so the king cannot move, but they're safe in that one spot. If you that's not a checkmate.
Stalemate?
It's a stalemate. The game just ends.
Oh.
You
Okay.
have like
which-
7 more pieces. It's just
Yeah.
over. I like that.
Yeah, it was an invasion. The Soviets wanted to try to stash nuclear missiles in Cuba. It was a direct reaction to the USA putting nuclear missile silos in Italy.
There's a TED. It's pretty good. It's animated.
A what?
There's a TED on this.
Ah,
It's a fun video.
yeah. Cool.
Turns
Well,
out our country isn't very nice.
I hope I
yeah.
answered that board game.
Surprise, surprise.
And now we have the whole like, what was it? The Russian probes and all that shit.
Anyway, oh,
Did you
whoa,
see how
whoa,
bad
hey,
that was?
listen, everyone, guys, thank you for
God.
coming. This has been the Skill Floor Podcast. I've been your
The dude
host,
didn't know how to transform a PDF into a Microsoft Word.
Matthew.
So he sent it
Getch.
over email and left
I'm
his paper trail.
joined
It was so stupid.
on the couch
He could have
by
fucking
Emo
googled it.
Brian.
Feel, Diva, Big Hair,
Yes.
Emo Bry,
Big dick
Alright.
knees.
and Couch.
The couch.
This couch is gonna get replaced.
I would like to thank Couch for their years of dedicated service and hours of sitting here listening to our bullshit.
How much
I-
masturbation has happened on this couch?
Several days. I want to say
Several.
months.
You can't tell, but Phil is actually he's subtly moving his legs back and forth, so he can rub his.
He was vibrating at the right frequency.
Yeah,
You just actually can't see it, but one of his hands is in his pants.
He's stuck on.
It's his dummy hand that's out right now. His arms
Seabridge wants
crossed.
to know, will y'all be in Discord for a while?
We will.
Because
We're actually so MMMM is gonna be
happening.
on after this. I'll be popping through the Discord. I'll probably be on my computer.
you're gonna be watching
Winter Soldier?
Thor.
Darkest
Shit.
Darkest Dark.
Movie.
Oh.
Thor. What is it? Thor Darkest
Dark
World.
World.
Thor. Not.
Thorn in my side.
Yeah.
Thank
Fun.
World.
Please, the worst one of the set.
Get out of here.
But anyway,
Yeah.
thank you all for coming.
Okay.
That'll be it. If we could just do one final thing.
3,
Wait.
2, 1.
Oh, can we do it one more time?
3, 2, 1.
Yeah, I know, Phil. You're never gonna do it. You're not.
No,
It's
no.
not you.
The last time you think he's not gonna do it, he's gonna do it.
Yeah. Welcome to the last Skill Floor podcast of all time. You're gonna be the only one that claps.
Because we no longer do clap sync.
Yeah.
Once you're
It's all
rehearsed
it's all in the
routine.
future then.
And no one's gonna know what it references.
All right. Bye everyone. Thank you for coming. Thank you for joining us, Gus.
Hey.
Did you just clap sync again?
I
You've told. You
Oh
just
my,
told.
you fucked me
You
up.
just
guy.
fucked Aeneas.
felt the moment.
Way to
shit.
fuck Aeneas up, man. Way to fuck Aeneas.
I can do 2 claps though with my feet, so if we just get someone else to do it.
Way to. Way to.
Seabridge is fan casting Star Trek.
Clap with us.
Oh boy. I will be around. Bye.
Alright, let's go bug Brian for applications. I'm stuck.
Tear down.
Yeah.
Stop. Audacity.
That's right. I keep leaving it running, and then we get like 3 hours of footage of nothing.